Daily English Lesson 21. At the Airport. One-line English lecture script. Today's lesson focuses on English used at the airport in daily life and travel situations. Airports can feel stressful because there are many steps and announcements. Clear English helps you move smoothly from check-in to boarding. In this lesson, we will learn key vocabulary, useful phrases, dialogues, and modern airport situations. Let's begin with the word airport. An airport is a place where airplanes take off and land. Example: I arrived at the airport early. Large airports have many terminals and services. Now let's talk about terminal. A terminal is a building at the airport for passengers. Example: my flight departs from Terminal 2. Some airports have multiple terminals. Let's introduce flight. A flight is a journey by airplane. Example: my flight leaves at noon. Flights have numbers to identify them. Let's explain flight number. A flight number is a code for a specific flight. Example: please check flight number AA102. Flight numbers appear on tickets and screens. Now let's talk about check-in. Check-in is the process of confirming your flight and luggage. Example: I checked in online. You can check in online or at the airport counter. Let's explain check-in counter. The check-in counter is where airline staff help passengers. Example: go to the check-in counter for baggage. Now let's talk about boarding pass. A boarding pass is a document that allows you to board the plane. Example: please show your boarding pass. Boarding passes can be paper or digital. Let's explain baggage. Baggage means the bags you travel with. Example: my baggage is heavy. Baggage can be checked or carried on. Let's introduce checked baggage. Checked baggage is luggage placed under the plane. Example: I checked one suitcase. Now let's talk about carry-on. A carry-on is a small bag you bring into the cabin. Example: my carry-on fits under the seat. Let's explain baggage allowance. Baggage allowance is how much luggage you can bring. Example: my baggage allowance is 20 kilograms. Now let's move to security. Security is the process of checking passengers and bags. Example: security lines are long today. Security helps keep flights safe. Let's explain security check. A security check is where bags and people are scanned. Example: remove metal items for the security check. Let's talk about common security instructions. Please remove your shoes. Place your bag on the belt. Take out your laptop. These instructions are standard at many airports. Now let's introduce gate. A gate is where passengers wait to board the plane. Example: boarding starts at gate 30. Let's explain boarding. Boarding means getting onto the plane. Example: boarding begins at 10. Now let's look at a short dialogue. Dialogue 1, check-in. Good morning. Where are you flying today? I'm flying to Tokyo. May I see your passport? Here you go. Let's explain passport. A passport is an official document for international travel. Example: always carry your passport. Now let's talk about immigration. Immigration is the process of entering another country. Example: immigration lines are busy. Let's explain customs. Customs checks what items you bring into a country. Example: declare items at customs. Let's explain, declare. Declare means to officially report items. Example, you must declare food. Now let's talk about signs at airports. Departure means flights leaving the airport. Example, check the departure board. Arrival means flights coming in. Example, she waited in arrivals. Let's explain, departure board. A departure board shows flight times and gate information. Example, my flight is delayed on the board. Let's explain, delayed. Delayed means later than scheduled. Example, the flight was delayed due to weather. Now let's talk about announcements. Announcements are spoken messages over speakers. Example, listen for announcements. They give updates about boarding and delays. Let's introduce boarding group. A boarding group is an order for passengers to board. Example, Group 3 may board now. Now let's explore another dialogue. Dialogue 2, at the gate. Is this the gate for Flight 204? Yes, boarding will begin soon. Thank you. Let's talk about seating. Seat numbers are printed on boarding passes. Example, my seat is 12A. Let's explain aisle seat and window seat. An aisle seat is next to the walkway. Example, I prefer an aisle seat. A window seat is next to the window. Example, she chose a window seat. Now let's talk about boarding the plane. Flight attendants greet passengers. Example, the flight attendant smiled. Let's explain, flight attendant. A flight attendant helps passengers on the plane. Example, ask a flight attendant for help. Now let's talk about carry-on storage. Overhead bins hold bags above seats. Example, put your bag in the overhead bin. Let's talk about safety instructions. Safety instructions explain emergency procedures. Example, please listen to the safety instructions. Now let's discuss in-flight services. Some flights serve meals or drinks. Example, they served lunch. Let's explain, turbulence. Turbulence is rough air during flight. Example, the plane experienced turbulence. Now let's talk about landing. Landing is when the plane returns to the ground. Example, the landing was smooth. Let's explain, arrival time. Arrival time is when the plane reaches its destination. Example, arrival time is 6 p.m. Now let's talk about baggage claim. Baggage claim is where you collect checked bags. Example, meet me at baggage claim. Let's explain, carousel. A carousel is the moving belt for luggage. Example, my bag came out on carousel 5. Now let's explore a longer dialogue. Dialogue 3, full airport experience. Excuse me, where is security? Go straight and turn left. Is my flight on time? Yes, boarding starts in 30 minutes. Thank you for your help. Let's talk about common airport problems. Flights can be delayed or cancelled. Cancelled means the flight will not happen. Example, the flight was cancelled. Let's talk about rebooking. Rebooking means changing to another flight. Example, they rebooked me on the next flight. Now let's talk about airport English in modern travel. Many airports use self-service kiosks. A kiosk lets you check in by yourself. Example, I used the kiosk to print my boarding pass. Let's talk about airport etiquette. Arrive early to avoid stress. Follow instructions calmly. Be polite to staff and passengers. Before we finish, let's talk about why airport English matters. Airports involve many steps and people. Clear English helps avoid confusion and delays. Now let's move to the review section. Review section. Key points from Lesson 21. Key vocabulary includes airport, terminal, flight, boarding pass, baggage, gate. Important processes: check-in, security check, boarding, immigration, customs. Useful phrases. Where is the check-in counter? Is my flight delayed? May I see your passport? Seating terms include aisle seat and window seat. Modern features include online check-in and self-service kiosks. Common problems include delays, cancellations, and rebooking. Airport English helps travel feel smoother and less stressful.